Minecrafters, YouTubers, and Pokemasters? RS Janscraft here, back with another battle against a passerby by the name of Koyo. This one is going to be with the monster Mega Abomasnow, with very strong special attack, and some decent defense, and definitely a force to be reckoned with. Although it's pretty slow, it makes up for that with some priority moves and some decent bulk to deal with that. Also, to compensate with its Rock's weakness, that'll take down a quarter of its HP upon switching. I'm also packing the Defogging Mandibuzz. Also, those rocks, if possibly, could hurt the Talonflame, so that's also why I put it on there. I have a Naughty Abomasnow, so I have my Goodra as well. I also have my T-Waving Klefki. This is not my Spikes dual screens, but my Thunder Wave dual screens. I'll be making more of a Spike setup one later. So yeah, I also have my Rotom, just filler to start off the battle. And looking at his team, it's pretty powerful with that Prankster Sableye. Possible Stealth Rocks coming from that Mimoswine, to watch out for that. And also the Mega Gyarados could be a definite problem. So let's get started. Alright. So, if you guys are enjoying, please leave a comment, as I've been saying, and leave your friend code in the comments below, because I'm always gonna love to battle you guys. And stay tuned for the comment question of the day at the end of the video. So I'm gonna lead off my Mandibuzz, and he's gonna be leading off with the Sableye. And he's gonna go for that Prankster Will-O-Wisp. I wanted to stay in regardless, just to knock off his item, knowing it'd probably be Assault Vest, or not Assault Vest, Leftovers, and indeed it is. I don't want any residual HP, you know, him gaining any residual HP. So I become confused and burned. But luckily I do break through, go for the foul play. Honestly, I shouldn't have done this. That was a critical hit, because Sableye, most people run bold, due to the fact that it's Prankster, and foul play just like this will do less damage. So here I see my faults and switch out, going into my Talonflame, and he actually predicts this and goes for the Power Gem, something that I never ever see. Definitely a really cool thing, although kind of gimmicky and sometimes bad in the wrong situations. It can definitely wreak havoc upon certain people. So here I go into Hunger to eat up the attacks. That's how hungry it is. And he misses the Will-O-Wisp, and I go for the Dragon Pulse, just barely failing to take him out, because I'm max HP, max special defense with the Assault Vest. He goes for the Confuse Ray, and I get a little bit unlucky here. Hit myself, not doing too much, but it's not that big of a deal. Here he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. He's going to hit this time, so he's definitely getting a lot of residual damage on my team, on two of my walls. But I do snap out of my confusion and get the Flamethrower off in case he wanted to switch into something else. Such as the, what's it called? Oh my god. Such as the Escavalier, that's what it was. So here he goes into his Gyarados, and I'm just going to stay in because I have the Gooey, and I know he's probably going to go for the Ice Fang, and I know I can take two of those. I can take one and then die on the next one, but this way, even if he goes for a Dragon Dance next turn, he will only be at neutral speed. So I go for the Sludge Bomb, just trying to get poison or just some decent damage. I should have gone for the Dragon Pulse the first time, but the poison I feel would be kind of helpful. So the first time I get a crit, kind of lucky. The second time I get lucky as well, get that poison, 30% chance, and he goes for the Ice Fang to take me out. Luckily for me, he doesn't get that very small chance to miss, but I do get the second Gooey off, so that's always a good thing. And now he's at -2 speed, which means he's at half of his original speed, which is definitely good. And considering this is his only possible Mega, I know here that I can go in with Thunder, and I'll explain the name a little bit later, as it starts to hail, and he withdraws, and I'm just going to go for the safe Protect. Now the reason I have Protect is for situations where I have to stall out the opponent. So here I Mega Evolve, like I said, and go for the Protect, I believe. This is a monster. Woodhammer, Blizzard, Ice Shard, and Protect. I want to run Earthquake on this thing, but I'm still not sure. So here goes for the Stone Edge, and I go for the Wood Hammer, and I take this thing clean out. I don't care how much defense investment you have. I am in a bomb of snow, and I just barely don't get taken out. So here, I figure he's probably going to take me out with something else, so I just go for the Protect, like I said, getting some of that residual damage. And he gets buffeted by the hail. Although I see the leftovers, so something tells me, or black sludge, so something tells me that this is more of a defensive set with Sucker Punch, Bulk Up, stuff like that. So just go for the Ice Shard. It does a clean 25-30% as he takes me out with the Venoshock, which is kind of interesting to see on a Toxicroak. But although with Poison Jab, I can kind of see how that might work in the right situation, but it's a little iffy, in my opinion. So here I go into my Rotom, hoping to Will-O-Wisp this thing, as he goes for the Sucker Punch, fails, but I hit the Will-O-Wisp, having his attack, always definitely good. As the hail stops, and his Black Sludge and the Will-O-Wisp are going to take him down 1/16 each turn, because Will-O-Wisp is 1/8 of his HP. So here I go for the Volt Switch, and as I'm switching out, I'll explain my Abomasnow's name. So, Abomasnow sounds like Barack Obama, and Barak in Hebrew means thunder, so I'm weird like that, so I just decided to call it Thunder. So here I go into my defensives and specially defensive Deadlock, the Klefki. Take that Cross Chop very easily and go for the Reflect. But that was burned damage, so that's pretty interesting. Here, I think he was predicting a switch of some kind, although it might have been a misclick, as he goes for the Poison Jab. I think he knew that he couldn't really do anything, because he probably saw that I was a dual screener. But here I just go for the Draining Kiss, knowing that it's neutral, because it's fighting poison. And I get some good HP back from that, as I don't have much HP investment, just for situations like these, so I can, take out Hydreigons and such, because I know with Light Screen Up I can live a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast. So here I just decide to Thunder Wave the Escavalier, as it's paralyzed and it goes for the Pursuit, but because I resist that, I get almost no damage from that. So here I switch out, going back into my Rotom. This is what I should have done in the first place. I should have just Willowed this thing, and you'll see why I'm saying that later. So here, he switches out, and I'm just trying to get damage on this thing, so I just go for the Hydro Pump, and I hit this incoming Wobbuffet, and it does a decent amount. But here I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he avoids the attack, and he goes for the Mirror Coat. Here I go for the Willow. I hit this time, but now that he's seen the Will-O-Wisp, he knows that he can go for the Safeguard, I thought he was gonna. I keep forgetting what moves that Wobbuffet can get. I keep thinking it's Magic Coat, or the thing that reflects special moves, the thing that reflects physical moves, which is Counter. He has the Citrus Berry, so that's kind of annoying. I didn't think it had Safeguard, but I kept forgetting its last move, and you'll see how it comes back to bite me in the butt here. As he goes for the Mirror Coat, bouncing back that damage double against my Deadlock, which really, really sucks. Completely forgetting about the absolute power of max HP and 129 in each defense for Wobbuffet. So here I go into Bravery. I go for the Foul Play. Again, forgetting that he's burned, so why the heck am I doing that? What I should, the knockoff would have really done that much, but either way, he goes for the counter. It's not doing that much because, I didn't do that much, and I'm a max HP, max defense. So, we're just trading burn damage, but I think I'm going to last longer due to the fact that I have the Roost. Yes, the Roost. But here, we're getting close to the part that's really gonna kill me. Literally. He goes for the Destiny Bond, and I'm like, what? Because I forgot that this thing could get it. And I was not very familiar with the mechanics of this move. So as we both take burn damage, I'm going to go for the knockoff. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be fine. nothing's going to happen. That was last turn, right? No! I'm stupid and forget about the mechanics, so my bravery goes down with it, which really blows. Although his team is no longer protected by Safeguard, I go into Rotom as it's one of my fastest remaining pokes, as he goes into the poisoned Mega Gyarados. As you can see, it's starting to Mega Evolve, and it looks awesome. Although it looks kind of like a shrimp towards the end, it's still okay. As he gets the Mold Breaker, and knowing he's probably going to go E-Quake or something, I outspeed him, go for the Volt Switch, and take him out despite his bulk. I'm not sure if that crit mattered, as I don't have any special attack investment. But yeah, so this is my last guy, and I go for the Hydro Pump, hit his last poke, is a Scavalier. It does some decent damage, just under 50%. And here he goes for the Mega Horn, and I made a total misplay here. What I should have done was gone for the rest and hoped that he'd get Parahaxed. But he has the Citrus Berry, also goes for the Mega Horn and takes me